Hi, my name is Ray Vega, and we have a new CD coming out on the Origin Records label. It's called East-West Trumpet Summit. The East-West Trumpet Summit was a collaborative between Thomas Marriott from Seattle and myself, originally from the New York City area. Now I'm up in the Burlington, Vermont area, where I teach full-time at the University of Vermont. And we've been talking about doing a project, both of us together, for quite some time, and we were finally able to pull it off in December of 2009, a recording session that we did for the Origin label, which features Travis Shook on piano, Jeff Johnson on bass, and Matt Jorgensen on drums.
I met Ray in about 1992 when I was a student. He came to do a clinic with Don Lanfear, who was sort of a veteran of the scene in Seattle. And we met and sort of hit it off, and he invited me to come down to Jazz Alley and see him playing. He was at that time on the road with the Tito Puente Orchestra. And at that time, bands would come through and play for a week at Jazz Alley, and Ray came through frequently. And every time he would come through, we would hang, and we became fast friends. And Ray's always been a great mentor to me, and when I moved to New York, he set me up with a lot of opportunities, and he would come out and play Tulas in Seattle, and we've been friends ever since.
The project really it's more of a conversation of two trumpet players. They may say Trumpet Summit, but it's more of like meeting of the minds of two different areas of the United States, which is really cool. I'm from the East Coast, Tom's from the West Coast. There's a couple of original compositions of my own. One is called It's a New York Thing, which I wrote it trying to capture kind of like a 90s feeling of what the New York jazz sound was back in the 90s. There was a lot of energy. A lot of guys had writing original compositions with these modal sections to blow on. And then we followed up, there's another original newer composition called Only for a Season, to jazz waltz, and it kind of trying to capture the melancholy of closure of whatever particular thing might happen, whether it's a season or it's a relationship or a time at a club like we are here in Switzerland, you know. All things happen just for a short period of time, and then there's closure and you move on.
Two of my original tunes on the record, one is called Pelham Garden, which is the neighborhood that Ray used to live in the Bronx, New York, and I think that song captures the energy and the vibe of that place. And the other song is written for a mutual friend of ours, John Bishop, who lives in this sort of secluded island community in the south of Seattle.